We are starting with the concept of bearings in trigonometry. Now, first of all, what exactly is bearing? So when we talk about bearing, first of all, it's a direction. It's not south or north or simply east or west. There are other directions also. So bearing is a direction. Now, how is this direction calculated? It is measured from the north axis. So there should be a north axis, and it is measured from the north axis in a clockwise direction. So now in bearing, there will be a word measured, find the bearing of A from B. The word that comes after from, we will be having a north axis at that point. Let's say this is point B. And we will go in a clockwise direction till we reach a line that connects the 2 points. Let's say the bearing of A from B. So this will be A, this will be B, and we will go in a clockwise direction. And yes, this is the north axis. The third thing is bearing is written as a 3-digit number. For example, if the bearing is 30 degrees, so you won't write this thing as 30, you will write this thing as 030 degrees. If the bearing is 105 degrees, it will be written as 105 degrees and so on. That means a 2-digit number will be written as a 3-digit number. There will be a 0 before that. Now, these are some of the things that we look for while calculation of bearings. Let's look at this diagram. Now, first of all, let me write at the beginning, at the top of the page, we are interested in finding the bearing of A from B. So first of all, it's from B. So let me label this point over here as B, and this point is B, this point is B, and this point is B, because already I have drawn a north axis over there. And this point over here is A. Let's say this angle is 50 degrees. So the bearing of A from B, that's the north axis. We go clockwise till we reach the line that connects the 2 points. That is a simple standard and nothing more. The answer is 050 degrees. That is the answer for this part. Now over here, let's say this angle is 140 degrees. This is the north axis. This is the point A. The angle of the bearing of A from B, we go clockwise. This is the angle that is given over here. So let me write 140 degrees, and that is the answer for this part. Again, this is A over here. This is B. And let's say this angle is 160 degrees, and this is the north axis. Again, we have to go clockwise, but this time we have to do the subtraction. The total angle is 360. We have to subtract 160. Therefore, this answer is 200 degrees, and that is the bearing. Similarly, if I have this angle as 70 degrees, that's the north axis, that is A. And again, let me go clockwise like this. So if I go clockwise like this, it is 370 minus 70, that is 290 degrees. So again, the answer over here is this. So this is the bearing of A from B. There should be a north axis at B. Start going clockwise, just write down this value if it's direct, or maybe in some cases, we have to subtract it from 360 degrees. Now, let me just do the copying 50, 140, 160, and 70. So I'm using the same values, 50, 140, and this is 160, and this is 70 degrees. So now at the top, first, even before that, this is B. Over here, that's where the north axis is already drawn. But now I'm changing the question. The question is now calculate, evaluate the bearing of B from A. I have changed the position of the alphabets. That means I need to draw another north axis over here like this, and then over here like this. And let me choose some other color, orange color or something purple that goes like this. And this one goes like this. Now, before we proceed, we know this concept. Let me add a page to it. We know the concept. If there are two parallel lines, the two purple lines are parallel, and there is this red line cutting it. So we know this concept that if this angle is A and this angle is B, then A plus B adds up to 180 degrees. This is interior angles. The sum of interior angles adds up to 180. Similarly, if I talk about this angle in green over here, that is this angle C, this angle C and this angle B is the same. So C and B are equal because they are alternate angles. Now these two things are done. Yes, there is also the corresponding angles in which I can say that this angle over here, let me write this thing as D. So D is the same thing as B, that is corresponding angles. Now, some of these angles will be used in the next page. So over here, first of all, let me label everything. If this is 50, therefore this is 50. Therefore, this is 130. This is north, this is north. Bearing of B from A. So this is B, this is A. Let me label this thing as A. And now we will go clockwise till we reach the line that connects the 2 points. So therefore, this is 180, 180 plus 50, that's 230. Or all the way up till here, that is 360 minus 130. So this is 360 minus 130, that comes out to be 230. And that is the answer for this part. Let me make it bigger. So that is the bearing. Similarly, if I am interested over here in this particular diagram, this is north, this is north, this is A. This time, let me use interior angle. This is obtuse, this is acute, it should add up to 180. So therefore, this angle is 40 degrees. Now, we are going all the way from here to here. So that is 360 minus 40, that is 320 degrees. So therefore, this is 360 minus 40, that is equals to 320 degrees. And let me also draw it like this. So we are going like this, stop. We are going like this, stop. Okay. Now over here, again, this is B, this is north, this is north, this is A, this is 160, therefore this is 20 degrees, and it's not drawn to scale, so just bear with it. And now we have to go this way, and that is the answer. So over here, this answer is 0 to 0 degrees. So that is how this part is done. So let me label it. This is 0 to 0 degrees. Similarly, if this is north, this is north, this is A, this is 70, this is 110 degrees. So again, we are going clockwise like this. So let me also label it. We are going clockwise like this. We are going clockwise like this. Therefore, this angle is 110 degrees. And let me shade this. So these are 8 possible diagrams. This is bearing of A from B, and then the concept of angles, bearing of B from A, and we are following this. Now let's look at the exercise, trigonometry, bearings, paper 1, page 135, page 35. And let's look at the first question. Now the first question says, A, B, and C are 3 terms. This is A, this is B, this is C. These are 3 terms. C is equidistant from A and B. C is equidistant from A and B. Therefore, let me label it. This line and this line is the same. Therefore, this is isosceles triangle. So therefore, if this is 75, this is also 75. 75 plus 75 is 150. 180 minus 150, that is 30 degrees. The first thing, A part 1, the acute angle ACB, that is 30 degrees. Write it over here, write it over here. The reflex angle ACB, that is the whole thing going like this. So that is 360 minus 30, that is 330 degrees. This thing is also done. The bearing of A from C. The bearing of A from C. So draw a north axis at C. Let me just erase this thing. So this thing is erased. Hold for a second. I need this eraser. Okay. So now the bearing of A from C. So what should I draw? I should first draw a north axis over here, which is already drawn. I'm just highlighting it. And then what else do I need? This is 132. 180 minus 132, that is 48 degrees. And I'm interested in this angle. We are going clockwise and we are going all the way up till here. Why up till here? Because that's the line that connects A and C. So this is 48. Therefore, this answer for part B is 360 minus 48 degrees. That comes out to be 312 degrees. That is the bearing. Similarly, the bearing of A from B. The bearing of A from B. Let me emphasize on the north axis over here also. So that's the one in purple. That is north. This is 75. This is 132. Let me find this angle first. So therefore, this angle over here, like this, and let me call this as angle A. So angle A plus 132 plus 75 adds up to 360. Angle A, this is 130 plus 70, that is 200, and this is 207, equals to 360. Therefore, angle A is 360 minus 207, that is 113. 360 minus 210, that's 153. So this is 153 degrees. So therefore, this is not the answer. This is angle A. The answer over here is this angle. So this angle is 180 minus 153. That comes out to be how much? That is 27. The bearing of A from B. So we are going clockwise like this. This is the angle, but do write it as a 3-digit number. That is 027. So I hope this concept of bearings is clear. And this first question is all good, all clear. Acknowledge it on the WhatsApp. Now, this small question, I would like you to try it out. So now in this question, it says that the diagram shows the position of A and B. This is A, this is B, this is 60 degrees. There is a north here. We are interested in the bearing of A from B, B from A. Very simple, very easy. So first of all, let me draw this north axis over here. And let me just like this. This is better. This is north. This is 60. So 180 minus 60 is 120. A from B. When we talk about A from B, we are talking about this bearing. That is 360 minus 60, which is 300 degrees. And when we are talking about B from A, we are talking about this angle, that is 120 degrees. So this thing is done. Now, a little bit more involved question. I'll wait, try it out. Now let's look at this question. It says in the diagram, the bearing of B from A is 170 degrees. B from A is 170 degrees. The bearing of A from C is 060 degrees. The bearing of C from X is X degrees. Given that ABC is isosceles, please find the three possible values of X. Now the thing is, why is it asking for three possible values? The reason being, even though it said that the triangle is isosceles, we don't know which two sides are isosceles. It could be this and this. It could be this and this. It could be this and this. So there are three possibilities. So let me mark them one by one. The first possibility is this and this. Let me draw the diagram. The second possibility is this and this. That is this and this over here. And the third possibility is this and this. So as you can see, there are three possibilities over here. Of course, you have one single diagram. So you have to work in pencil to make sure that everything is all right. First of all, let me label this small angle as 10 degrees because this is fixed. This is 170, therefore this is 10. Let me label this thing over here, that is 10 degrees. Again, let me label over here, that is 10 degrees. What else is fixed? That is this angle over here, that is 120 degrees. So this thing is 120 degrees. Therefore, this is 120. Therefore, this is 120. Now, of course, you will be doing it once. I'm just showing you all the data on the three diagram. So now we know that 120 plus 170 is 290. 360 minus 290, that is 70 degrees. So let me write this thing in color. That is 70. That is 70. And that is 70. So now this thing is same for all the diagrams. Now, if I focus on the first diagram, then this is 70. 180 minus 70 is how much? 110. So therefore, these two angles are 55 degrees each. If this is 70 and these two sides are equal, therefore, this side is also 70, 70, 70, 140. Therefore, this is 40 degrees. If this side is 70, then this side is 70. As such, I don't need this one, but this is 40. So that is the working that's needed. Now, what's the answer for the first part? For the first part, we will say that the value of X is all the way up till here. So that would be 360 minus 10 degrees, minus 55. So the first answer is 360 minus 50 minus 10 degrees. Because you have to subtract this also. You have to stop over here. You have to start from here. So therefore, this comes out to be, this is not 50, this is 55, my bad. So 360 minus 55 minus 10 degree. So therefore, this comes out to be 295 degrees. That is one option, 295 degrees. The other option, that is, this is 10, this is 40. So this is 360 minus 40 minus 10. That comes out to be 310 degrees. So this one, 310 degrees. The third option, that is this one, subtract 70, subtract 10. So 360 minus 70 minus 10. That is 280 degrees. So that is the last answer. So this is 280 degrees. That is how we find three possible values of X. That completes the concept of bearings.